Afternoon message from the truth. Hold up. What the truth want to say? What the truth want to say today? Afternoon message from the truth. What we talking about right now? Should I was gonna do. I don't want to do prayer cards today. I just don't want to do prayer cards today. But what the truth want to tell the collective of who could be tuning in to me? Where should we start? Okay, we'll start here. These are clarifying cards, but it doesn't matter. Do what I want. Okay? So, what the truth got to say today? Ooh, my hand's ashy as a bitch. Hold up. For y'all be talking shit. Hold up, my hand's ashy as a bitch. Hold on. Let's do a filter. Yes. Black and white. Well, we're needing a message from the truth, so let me not use any filter. And that could be a message for someone. Because the truth is, people don't be wanting to stand in their truth, in their individuality, in their flaws, in their shadows, and their, because they haven't did anything with those things to make them be worth something for themselves to love. And all you got to do is love it. Let me turn it off. Let's just stick to the normal filter. Okay? And that's a hard thing to do. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes, especially in this type of world that we live in, where we pay attention to the wrong shit most of the time and are raised to do that. But if you be realistic about life, you'll know that everybody got to take a shit, and everybody's shit stink. And it's unreasonable for you to think that you are supposed to be perceived any other type of way. And when you think that you can control that, if you're doing that for the reason of trying to control others seeing your truth, then you're kind of, you need to go, you might need a little help. And I don't mean that in a fucked up way, because it's like most of the world. Ooh, shucks, I done bent my card. All right, so what we talking about as far as the truth is concerned, for whoever is actually going to receive the message. This is for whoever is actually going to receive the message. Damn, I left my water at home. Dang, I almost want to cut the live off, bro. Because doing the message without water is crazy. What up, Free? That's my girl. Hey, y'all go sub to my girl Free Yourself on her YouTube page. Free the one was talking about that one day. How you forget what you was talking about. Drink some water. Because water is memory. So for me to be doing this message without any water is crazy. But anyways, so the card just fell on the floor. And it's true. It's trust yourself. How appropriate. And as I was putting lotion on my ashy ass hands. I'm a number 8 individual. It's just like, it just be what it be. So trust yourself. Let your intuition be the compass that leads you through murky waters. Okay. So in reverse, because we're gonna get there. Hold on. In reverse, y'all. Okay. In reverse, go your own way. So in reverse, this is you trusting your intuition and embracing your individuality, paving your path with courage and authenticity. What we were just talking about. Most of us has gotten to that portal to where we can embrace ourselves. And once you embrace yourself and all your flaws and weaknesses and turn them into strength, or either just accept them as they are, then you can be yourself actually. And when you can be yourself, then guess what, class? You can also trust yourself. Okay, let me stop playing. You can also trust yourself though. You can allow your intuition to guide the waters, because what was I saying earlier? Let me just let it flow and start and not try to pull it out the back. It leads you through the murky waters, because we know that life is nothing but a cycle, really. And what's a cycle? A cycle is fluid. So we got to relate that to water or some sort, or some type of, fluidity in a metaphysical mentality way of looking at it. Dude said no willpower. When you trust yourself, you don't, I mean, I ain't gonna say you don't need willpower, but when you trust yourself, you're allowing things to flow. Things just naturally flow, and the willpower, the garnishing up of willpower won't be such a harsh thing, because you already trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, more than likely, if you haven't in the previous time, it's probably because you're trusting yourself now, probably because you have witnessed results and been able to compare and contrast, like, what is the difference when you were not able to trust yourself or whatever, how to do it. Don't no one trust you. Right, don't no one trust you, dude. And if don't nobody trust you, that means, guess what? Obviously, you don't trust yourself. And if you're around people who you can't trust, bitch, check yourself too. Because that means, because a lot of times we be around people that not necessarily fit in the shoes that we're putting them in, but it's just a projection of ourselves. And that will cause you to not be able to ride the waves, because the waters are too murky at that point. Okay. Oh, I wasn't supposed to pull another clarifying card, but it came out so smooth. I guess we'll fuck with it. And at the bottom of the deck, we're not doing that. We're not going to do that. Because this reading ain't finna be too long, for real. Yeah, about 30 minutes, hopefully. Inner vision. This is in the upright. Cut through the fog, the murkiness of the water, of confusion with your power of discernment. And if you can't discern, then you don't know shit. You can't really truly know, and can't be trusted, even in the actual material world. You'll be making actual physical mistakes based off of you not having a connection to your inner self, and knowing that you in spirit, or your spirit is creating your reality at every moment, whether you're aware of it or not. Even when you're in the comment section or whatever you may say out your mouth, because you know that your words have power. Like, I know my eyes do. And in the reverse is see what's real. So the opposite end of the spectrum would be for individuals to not know shit stink, not believe that they shit stink. Some of them may be narcs and really think that life is not what it actually is, and that other people are tripping and not realizing that, no, you have the same issues. It's just that you think that you're retarded, And see what's real says observe with clarity. True insights lies beyond the surface. Beyond the surface, you could be dealing with actual physical surfaces, like hard 3D objects, not knowing that those things may be the object that spirit uses to knock your ass out with, or to do some shit that it's supposed to be like a low-key message, because we receive synchronicities all throughout the day. And if we're most I ain't gonna say most, but some synchronicities that we witness is through our external life, external 3D world. We're perceiving it through our eyes, making it a physical thing. So sometimes these synchronistic things happen for our detriment and for our benefit, or just in a neutral type of way. Anyway, so let me pull an actual astro card, though, to understand the energy signature behind this message, because we're talking about the truth, and I meditated slightly on the truth. So before I had logged on, so I really didn't meditate. I just anyway, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's still the truth. Okay, we have the astro deck. Now this deck has all the planets. All the zodiac signs, all the aspects, conjunctions, trines, sextiles. So it's really like, it's going to allow me to pull the energies out. And for the most part, I don't know why. Well, I do understand why, because synchronicities. But the same shit be coming out a lot. Not just with this deck. But see, since I don't usually read cards, I had to be reminded of just how synchronistic life is through pulling up the same cards, knowing that the energy is the same. And let me see. Yeah. So we got the 9th house. Learning of faith. The 9th house is the Sagittarius house. So it's things that you hold as your ideologies and shit. The things that's in your moral system. The things that's in that space, in that room. Because we said the 9th house. The things that you use to remind yourself to have faith. Because your moral system is what I'm pointing to right now. How you treat other people even, it seeps into that. How you perceive life, because it's the opposite of Gemini. Gemini creates the 3rd dimension. So how you actually your actual ideals about the things that you have experienced, because Sagittarius 9th house also deals with the experience. Oh Lord have mercy, we're not doing all that. We're just gonna pick these two up, the ones that fell first, and they fell in the reverse. Ninth house Sagittarius is the Sagittarius sign is ruled by the planet Jupiter. See, Chiron keep fucking coming out. So Jupiter being in the reverse, we know Jupiter is like a gaseous planet. The energy signature, well, the Jupiter planet is gonna expand anything that it where it's at. That planet is an expansive energy. So we know that this life is filled with duality. So just because it expands doesn't mean that that's a good thing. Then we got Chiron in the reverse. No, Chiron in the upright. Because I was finna say, sometimes when Chiron is in reverse, I look at that as being healed. But being it in the upright, Chiron may be dealing with you when it comes to your expansion. Because obviously you're in a room where I'm full of meanings and reasonings. That's what I'm spewing at the moment. And that's the space that you're in. But the way that you're going to be able to deal with that energy, with Jupiter being in the reverse, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Well, I ain't gonna say all of y'all, but some people are not aware, and that's gonna cause the individual as a collective, that's gonna hold back that process of the individual being healed, so that we can actually transform the goddamn world, motherfucker. So let me see. We're gonna pull an archetype card. Damn, I need some water. So what's the conclusion then, Spirit, when it comes to that energy? Because the archetype card seems to sum shit up. It seems to give like a whole backdrop, breakdown of what the fuck was going on behind the scenes internally. So this is like an internal deck. This is like a shadow. Like this some deep shit. Because we're not gonna call it like dark, like it's a negative thing. But it goes deep into your shadows, which is also a thing, and ain't nothing good or bad. These things are all necessary and a part of fucking life. So, and if you're not privy to that information being a normal thing, why the gnosis want to come out again? If you're not privy to that information being a normal thing to you, you might be confused in life a whole lot. Gnosis is in the reverse, and the eternal child is in the reverse. What was gnosis again? I forgot. Let me look it up. But I do remember that the chakra system was lit, but this is in the reverse. Well, hold up. Hold it in the reverse. So your chakra system ain't lit. God damn it. And your eternal child got a chakra system too that's not lit. Motherfucker. So it's like you being held back is again, because that chakra system to me represents the individual's energy signatures and how their aura system is set up and shit. It's in the reverse. In the middle, let me see how I want to explain that, because I had got a message about that the other day. We see that little bit ass light back there. It's so small. That's like oh, I saw that movie last night, Free, and everybody, whoever's watching, Inside Out, and it was talking about, you know, that little light thing that they had. What was it called? The actual self, or the individual. Damn, I can't remember the phrase, but anyway, it's like your actual being, your actual self. You holding on to yourself, and that's very fucking small for some people, to where all the other lights around it, hence making up the world somewhat, it's gonna blind you. You're gonna get caught in these rivets and shit and get lost as a bitch. Then you got then even when you break outside of that shit, you still got the 3D structures around you, because your mind, you have built some type of let me see what gnosis actually means. Maybe I can use that word in my rhetoric right now. First I need to understand what it means, because I was finna say you have built some type of gnosis around you, but I don't even know what the fucking word means yet. 217, 7, 8, 9, 10, that equals 1, beginning or endings. And it's on page 75, which equals to 3. That's the third dimension. That's your spiritual internal being being changed and not being quite ready for the change, to where now when it's time for you to re-begin again, you're actually ain't went no motherfucking where, and really you're in a worse position than before. But that's not for everybody, because some people, and I hate when I have to read like that, bro, because I don't be want to read that shit. I want to read for what the fuck is uplifting, and but that's not necessarily the state of the collective that's going to be watching shit like this right now. So I guess that's what that is. What it is, 217. And that's kind of disheartening, but whatever. Fuck y'all too. Sorry. Okay, the gnosis. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures in scholarly books. See, we were just talking about this shit. See, should always be on point because we got the ninth house, which is the fuck the word is. Damn, I put the cards up. Which is the ninth house being the house of your ideologies and philosophies and shit. True knowledge is not found in the facts and figures in scholarly books or on library shelves. Rather, gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience. That's also the ninth house Jupiter type energy, Sagittarius energy wisdom. And it's in the reverse. Y'all don't have a lot of wisdom. Of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to the gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies. Okay, blah, 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 blah. So anyways, yeah, you find yourself in a lack of gnosis. With I'm gonna flip these cards this way. Fuck y'all. We finna talk about the equilibrium portion of the spectrum, or the more beneficial portion. So with the gnosis being in the upright for some of the collective, you have felt the experience. You have actually went through certain things that confirm the truth to you. And because the truth was always cloudy and always foggy up until life ended up confirming and validating itself to you, because others on the external didn't necessarily do that, because we were living in a world full of lost robotic ass people. Or not even that, because it's more robotic at this stage of life, not like in the 90s and whatever. But anyways, and the eternal child, because that goes back to me, it goes back to the way your mind was built as a child. And that all depends on the people around you that were around you as a child. You could have been grown up in foster care or some shit. You could have had a better ideologies based on that versus you growing up in a Christian home. So because look, it keeps looking like Mother Mary when you just glance at it, even though I know that ain't what that is. But what the number is? Oh, I haven't looked it up. Let me see. I think that's 6. What's IV? The numero uno number for IV? I don't know. The eternal child. The eternal child. Let me see it. Oh, here you go. Page 69. That's 15 and 6 is balance or whatever. Page 69. Okay. So, what up, Eli? And bitch, y'all go check out Eli too. His page. He do real nigga messages. I do real nigga messages, but he do real nigga talks on his page. And nigga don't mean black, white, girl, female. It's just a spiritual thing. So the eternal child is connected to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life. It is radiant and fearless and seeks joy above all else. And at any cost, it struggles being bound to an aging body with physical limitations in a world that demands attention. Like I was saying earlier about how we were programmed to have certain ideologies, and growing up with certain schedules and routines and shit kind of implanted certain structures in our mind that don't necessarily go along with our individual selves and where we were truly supposed to grow, or at least heal from, because you can't even grow. You can't even grow until you like do some healing. But the eternal child, it was in reverse, but I flipped it because we're not reading for the reprobates in the chat. We're reading for the collective in the world that we are creating and building on. So we're not gonna go into the reverse spectrum. So just with all that being said, the sun, you see that? That's like a sun on the inside of that. And versus the polarized perspective of it, it was in black and white. Just like the black and white televisions, how you were bound to certain ideals. I'm not gonna go that deep. Let me not put my personal, because anyway, you were bound to certain ideals and weren't given the opportunity to expand on your natural inklings in your spirit. Based on you maybe, because I could be projecting right now, but I'm finna project. Based on you may be asking certain questions, but the answers being something that don't even make sense, or it not even being recognized as an important question that caused you to just let go of certain ideas that you already should have had just naturally. But now that we're getting back to an equilibrium state as far as a collective and creating a new world, we are seeing more spectrums of light. We're seeing more spectrums of ideas, more things that's able and possible to be created. But you see this border around there, that's still like limitations. Even though we're tapping into the space of all possibilities, we still got some work to do based on that shit being around there, you know? But, you know, okay, what time is it? I don't want to look at the chat. I don't want to look at my numbers. I got that covered up. So, When it's in the light, it accepts all magic because a child is very youthful and can tap into the magic more easier based on it not being so bound down with indoctrinations and other systems that's been implanted inside. So this archetype is so spirited that when its appetite for life is satiated, it seeks spirits and substance elsewhere. The eternal child, struggles with addictions of all varieties. Ooh, that's deep. That's a lot I can say about that shit. Fuck. Okay. So with a child, and that's natural, like a natural shit. When an actual child is starved of love, or its natural, like energetic habitat, that's gonna cause it to seek out other, what's the word I'm looking for? Other stimuli, thinking that that's what it's supposed to do. That's when you are like, it's like a something stray that don't know where it's supposed to go or where it's supposed to be or what it's supposed to be doing. And at the end of the day, it's fucked up, but it's our fault at the end of the day, even though you were a child. That's crazy. But that's why it's important and imperative to begin to create something anew. Because some people wonder, well, why is this so important to you? Like me. Why is it so important? It's not nothing I would ever do. I don't give a fuck what you would do. I know that I got to incarnate somewhere else. And I'm not trying to reincarnate in this world. And if I don't necessarily pass every test, if I happen to, no, I ain't even going to speak that. But whenever I incarnate, I want the surrounding environment to be aligned to what I see for me now. And because it's a lot of things that I have reversed and implanted inside myself that I'll never forget from lifetime to lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things that needs to be implanted with the eternal child. That's the reason why you are even here. Certain things that you have clung on to so hard to where you densified yourself all the way down to the physical world. But we can hold on to more lighter energies and more lighter metaphysical objects so that we can and release and remove certain blockages and shit like we are doing. That's going to affect the collective on a wide scale. Sorry, it is what it is. Now I ain't saying sorry, but I know some people who don't. We're not talking about them. Nah. So I'm finna pull, because I'm finna go after I pull whatever I'm finna pull next, because I need to go. Oh, no, I was gonna pull some Uno cards. No, we're gonna say that for another time, because it ain't that deep right now. Let's pull, I guess we'll pull, I really need some more cards. One, like, I would love to be able to use a new deck every day, and that ain't the life I live right now. Plus, I'm not into cards that hard to goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole lot of decks, but I'm more so about tarot when I started buying cards. So I got a whole bunch of tarot cards, but I prefer reading Oracle. Let's pull a Dollar Tree message on y'all ass. The Oracle cards from the Dollar Tree. Fuck you mean? And this is just, it's actually today's prayer. So these are scriptures. And no, I'm not Christian. But these have meanings and reasonings on them, and that's the whole purpose. Okay. And I'm finna have to do my due diligence today. And who, Eli, you the one enticed me to go live for. Oh, I should have said that earlier. Why? I don't know if you're still on or not. But listening to you, I was like, man, he right. Let me jump on. So that's the reason why I just jumped on live. So this scripture is Mark. On your ready, get set. Mark, that's the first. To me, Mark represents one in a way. Not to say that the whatever the number, the letters will add up to that, but I'm talking about the energy signature of it. It's like the first start. So 11 and 24. 11 is collective. 4, 5, 6. That's balance. So it's like the collective needs to start getting balanced off the top. Just reading Mark 11 and 24. So therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. But see, we don't know how to, people don't know how to believe because they don't trust themselves. So if you don't trust yourself, if you don't trust the person, how the fuck, bitch, I'd never believe you. And that's what people have going on in their internal worlds. They don't know how to trust themselves or believe into themselves. They think they got to believe into something on the outside of them, and they don't trust that because they know damn well that don't even fucking exist in their hearts of hearts. They know that. They don't give a damn what they, if they were actually to go down that line of reasoning to have some type of actual wisdom when they contemplate and ponder. And I know I ain't gonna say everybody, but it seemed like everybody would have done that at some point, being Christian or not. And once they do that, whether they choose to still believe the lie or not, they have pondered certain things and they know for a fact these things don't make sense. So that's going to create them to not be able to trust certain things, or because what they're supposed to be trusting in is themselves. But it is what it is. So therefore I tell you but for other people, because this didn't come up, this didn't come up. Well, I don't know how it came. For other people though, whatever you're praying on, PREY, as long as you stay consistent based off of you knowing that you're doing something that you're supposed to be doing, you might as well in your mind start affirming or changing even the way you approach the communication about what it is that you're praying on by accepting it as it already being yours. Say you're working on whatever fuck you're working on. Say I'm finna jump on live. Before I jump on live, I already tell myself, man, this live finna be so fire. Ooh, but I'm finna hit them with the truth on it. That type shit. In basic, regular shit. Do that. Tell yourself that don't even approach it like I'm finna tell myself what I want it to be. No, act like it already is in your mind. And do that consistently. And that'll help balance out things, because whatever each individual does, it affects the collective. I don't care if it's a tree, because everything is connected and effective and reactionary and act. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a cause and effect. That's just the world that we live in. So the smaller, minute things that you may do as an individual, those things run over because other people are doing those things too, and then they begin to densify and be a part of what we are creating in the moment. But anyway, let me not get too deep on that. How long I been in this bitch? Ooh, like people in this. Been on here for 27 minutes. Let's pull an Uno card then. Let's just go on do it. Okay? And when I pull the Uno card, I'm really going to be reading the colors and the numbers. And if there's an item on it. Hold on, y'all. Because some of these are backwards. Y'all see the Uno. Little small Dollar Tree deck of Uno cards. Oh, hold up. They're not in order. And I've had these for a long time. Okay. Now some of these are in reverse. Blase. So, like I said, the reversal cards give the message more flavor, because if you understand that when things are in reverse, that doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. And when they're upright, seemingly positive, that doesn't mean that they're positive. It's all on how you are interpreting it and what is going on in the moment and how you're needing to fit this scenario. Okay, we got 6 yellow. I already feel like 6 is the individual. Like, again, like the message is what it is. Balance. 6 is balance. Yellow represents the sun, the individual. It's like, balance that shit out. He looked like the cartoon character. I just went last night and seen Inside Out, and he reminded me quickly of the embarrassed character. So some people may be embarrassed to be themselves and shit. And you need to balance that out. That's that shadow shit. You need to embrace yourself. And actually do the things that you think you're supposed to be embarrassed about, and see the result ain't even what you thought it was, because actually nobody really don't give a fuck like that. And the ones that do, they're the ones that's really feeling the same way you feel, and you really can shine on them hoes. But it ain't about shining on no bitch. It's about doing things in order so that you can get your shit together and be the individual and help be a good citizen. And I ain't talking about no regular citizen. 4 is in blue, thoughts. 4 is like the thoughts itself, like, that's the 4th dimension type shit. And we got the woman in here though. So it's like feeling. I don't know what the feeling is. What is the feeling? Because it's about your thoughts and in your thought realm. There's a feeling about that. You may need to, maybe you need to have more resonance with, again, the truth, because your thoughts need to reflect the truth. And if they don't, then Okay, because also your feelings are supposed to support your thoughts and shit. And anyway, I don't want to read them on Uno cards. I can pull a clarifying, some kind of clarifying something just on that though. But yeah, your thoughts and emotions need to have some type of understanding amongst each other so that things can be in balance. Because if you have a thought, but instantly you are afraid of what you just thought of, because that will make, like, if I have a thought, oh, I need to go do this, but then my feeling is like, but I'm too scared to do it though, then bitch, you're gonna be stuck in limbo and you'll never get anything done. So that's what that card was representing to me. You can use anything for any fucking thing, yeah. See, I'm a master nigger rigger. Some of y'all haven't even heard of that term before. Go look it up. Igniting creation. I meant to read this card. Harness innovation, fuel imagination, and witness manifestation as answers unfold in your journey of discovery. In the reverse is vortex of creation. Really, that's like the vortex of all possibilities that you can only see and you can't even touch them. Now you're in the space of the all possibilities though, and you have all kind of things that you can create. All you have to do is light a flame, fire, passion, find something that you care about, feelings, and begin to actually externalize it. And it don't matter what anyone thinks about it. Even if you know it's flunked out, do it any fucking way to build a certain muscle up so that you can begin to get comfortable with yourself, one, and to exercise whatever gift or talent that you have so that you can kind of perfect it. I ain't gonna say perfect it, but work on your craft. Whether it's at the beginning stages or not. At the end of the day, what you're gonna find out about life, where it's headed, that's gonna be the only thing that matters at the end of the day eventually. Now it ain't like that right now. So you again, belief, you're not able to believe these things. But I'm telling you, this is a message of the truth. So you better start doing a little work at this point if you haven't, as far as building on your own character. Like, you can be the most creative person in the world, but you are bound to go to work, and really in your mind, you think that that's a good ass thing, but you're not considering or prioritizing anything about your internal self or anything about what you are supposed to actually be doing on a soul journey. So what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself in a similar situation and position when you reincarnate next time and next time and next time, because it's like and you'll probably have to do that for eons before you come to the, anyways. If that's the case, it wouldn't be no point even talking about them people. So we don't even want to talk about unnecessary shit. Seek clarity in the reverse. Crystal of clarity. So some people aren't necessarily crystal clear about what it is that who they are. And it's like when you're in that limbo state, you don't really know what to do. It's like, well, what do I do, bitch? You telling me all this, but you're not in my shoes. You don't even know what I know about crying and shit. But you got to start somewhere. And just like you prioritize going to work or being at the doctor's appointment on time or watching the fucking television show that you watch every day or what the fuck ever that you prioritize, because bitch is something. Whether you want to go to the store to the Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme in Mobile when the hot light is on, and you make sure that you do that shit on a schedule, then you need to make sure that you prioritize something that's important to your soul. And you need to, if nothing else, search yourself to find out. I hate that you got to search, because that means that you're lost. But hey, in order to find yourself, you got to be lost at some point. So go ahead and do the work and seek the clarity that you need so that you won't be in a dumbass position later on like a lot of people are at the moment. And like, well, everybody don't know, because there's a lot of young people in the chat too. I know there's just a lot of young people that be watching, scrolling through how the live feed is set up at this time. So if you're young, that's perfect, because you have a lot of time to find out so much about the things that you are not going to be exposed to. Well, I ain't just a new world. I can't speak on this new generation and how everyday life is for y'all to a certain degree. I don't know, but and then time is speeding up exceptionally fast at this time too. So y'all might sort of be in a similar position as the adults. So either way it goes, it don't matter who I'm talking to if that's the case. Y'all need to get on y'all shit as far as finding more, because some people have found. At this moment, I'm not even talking to the ones that's clearing, because the card was in reverse. Even for those of us who are clear, there's still more to be clear on. So the work don't stop just because you got a little clarity. No, you got to keep on going, because this is just the race that we call life that we live in. It is what it is. Embrace courage. It was like this. Which one is in the reverse? Yeah, it was upright. Valley of shadows. Step into the enveloping valley of shadows. Hear fears or face. Yeah, that's the embarrassment shit. That's all the shit that you don't want to actually look at, don't want to be exposed. And that's the reason why you don't want to shine your light, because it's going to expose certain things about yourself, your light being your individuality. So go your ass down the valley of shadows then, since you don't want to share your light, bitch. I'm sorry. Let me not talk to y'all like that, because I don't mean it like that. And I don't want to, But go on down the valley of shadows then, since you don't want to share your light, because that's what it's going to lead to. There's a lot of things you can do right now in the moment, but don't see the importance of them because you haven't been faced with the truth of life yet. And once you get there, you're going to be forced into the valley of shadows. So you might well go on down that shit now. Really, you're already down there because the car, it came in the upright. First, you would have to embrace courage. So let me not talk like that then, because if that's the case, this is for individuals who play with the shadows and they don't have a problem. They can feel their ways in the darkness. So they're already done got over the embracing courage. This will be the message that I just said a moment ago. That's for the reversal of this card. So let me flip it. Valley of shadows being that it's nothing. It ain't even nothing at this point. That's you found a blend to where that's not even a scare. That's life. Like, you're already down the valley of shadows, whether you know it or not. It's just that when you open your eyes and realize that you can't even see around you, that's when you get scared. So for some of us, you need to open your eyes, and for some of us, we can move with our eyes closed. Anyway, let me get the fuck out of this bitch. You love my shirt? Thanks. I got it from the Dollar Tree. I'm just playing. Where I got the shirt from? Probably Walmart or some shit. Graphic tees. So what we talking about? I guess that's it, y'all. I'm finna go on dip. I don't got much else to say. I enjoy talking, but then I be like, well, bitch, what are you talking about at this point? So it's like you need to log off before the whole live end up being deleted because of the shadows, the embarrassment that I may feel if I misword something or say something or go off because all of us still have work to do. I mean, we all have work to do, just period in general, because life changes every day. You're faced with new aspects of life. You're faced with new aspects of, like, not necessarily yourself. Well, yeah, because you're developing yourself every day. So yeah, we're all gonna be faced with finding things out as we go, but it's not for you to be in a position where you're searching. You're just flowing and receiving and peeping game as it comes, and that allows you to allows the work that you're on and what you're doing to not feel like work, even shadow work. It's fun, and that's the valley of shadows. I like shadow work at this point, and I don't even want to call it shadow work because I don't want to polarize nothing to where it's like, oh, you just always doing shadow work. But it's like at this point I done kind of found a blend to where that's finally not something that I feel like I shouldn't be focusing on as much, because at some points I get out my business. Let me shut the fuck up. Bye, y'all. I'm finna go. See what I'm talking about? I'm finna dip. Bye.